Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mysticraven. All right, so I kind of I'm going to do a little commentary and gameplay. I'm on Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm just in here just to address a couple issues. I was going to get on another game, and I did a live stream yesterday, and a couple people commented, and one of my subscribers made such a good point about my attitude lately, and I wanted to address it. First off, I want to apologize. First thing I want to do. I want to apologize to my viewers and to the Elder Scrolls Online community. The game is beautiful in so many ways, and it has way more pros than it ever will cons. And why can I say that? How can I say that? Okay, PvE, this game has more to offer than most of its competitors, majority of its competitors. It has viable crafting. It has beautiful open world gameplay. It has awesome lore. Dungeons are well done. Classes, being able to play multiple roles is bar none probably the best out of any MMO on the market currently. So there are a lot of pros to the cons in Elder Scrolls Online. Most of the cons are PvP related. It's not PvE related so much as it is PvP. So if you're a player looking to get into Elder Scrolls, the PvE is some of the best you'll ever see in an MMO genre. It literally is. It's some of the best that you'll ever see. And for that reason alone, this game in a lot of ways will always be my favorite. Coming into this game was probably one of the best aspects as a gamer because of its initial design of what the game offers to the PvE community. And because you can go casual, you can go a little bit more hardcore. It has challenges. It has all of these different effects and builds and opportunity for players to explore the game as a whole. And I feel like Elder Scrolls in that essence remains true to its roots, even though they decided to go class-based. But the class-based issue becomes some of the lingering problems with the PvP. Like Battlegrounds, I love Battleground play because I'm a Battleground player, right? I feel like the foundation's here. They've established something for the future of this game, and even in competitive play. And Mars Gaming, please check out Mars Gaming if you haven't got a chance to do so, has made that a point. Oh, odds in my team. That's pretty cool. I love Battlegrounds 2 because Battlegrounds really does offer that. Need some guards. We should be having some guards. I'm not going to be able to hold. They bum rush this. The tactic behind some of the gameplay is really good. Yep, here comes 3. But it's some of the broken mechanics, little things that sooner or later will frustrate even the most diehard players. And that's what's happening to me. That's kind of what has taken place for me as a player. And Green is taking advantage of our little squabble. Can't say I blame him. Purple bum rushed. Okay. I'm just going to guard. Try to let my team do their thing. And really, honestly, there are a lot of pros. This game will always have more pros than cons. I know a lot of people are like, you know, you're hating on the game. I'm like, I don't hate the PvE. I don't. There are certain things that I've kind of realized why, you know, I've become whatever, and I'm not justifying anything. It's like what you're going to get out of the game. It depends what you're trying to get out of the game, I guess you should say. I should say. Just lately, I've been PvPing a lot more, and I see the bugs, I see the glitches, I see the little things. It's adding up, and you know, and what can I do? I mean, honestly, what can you do? You know, I mean, I can sit here and I find myself, you know, I feel like I'm lured into like, how can I make more builds that are going to stand up to the broken mechanics? What am I going to have to do to try to, like the devs say, adapt to the conditions in which PvP has developed? And what is being done to offset some of these differences? So it all relates. It all comes back to that. But I always tell people PvE is where the game is. There's always going to be problems in every MMO. I agree with that 100%. Elder Scrolls isn't going to die. It's not going to die. It's not. This game is so far from dying. If anything, it probably has another at least 5 years before it will have any type of ramification to, or a competitor that would offer the same things in this game that's being offered currently. That's the truth. That's the truth. This game is not dying. It's not even close to being dead. So I'm not saying that Elder Scrolls is dying. I'm not saying that it's a bad game as a whole. Like I said, it's beautiful. What the devs team does is great. It's the little things that will jade you, that will get to you. It'll over. And I always tell people, if you like PvE, don't PvP. It will ruin the game for you. I'm a testament to that. It will ruin it for you. You'll become more and more like fickled about it. It's kind of sad, but nobody's even contesting this. Teamwork. Hold the position. Make it so it's not even questionable. I love the tactics. I love some of the, like I said, there's a lot of pros to the game. In this game, Battlegrounds is a future for the game, without a doubt. Okay, good shit. Okay, good teamwork. There it is. That's game. Hold him up. Hold him up. The game does have pros. Way more. They always will. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to be positive. And like I said, I mean, you're going to take certain things out of every game. And that's just the way it is. You know, everything can always be improved upon. Right? It can be. You know, there's just certain things you can improve upon and try to adapt, and you try to make the adjustments needed. You try to make, I guess, you know, try not to let things overwhelm you, but there are certain things that will also frustrate you as a player, and that's human nature. It is. I'm going to switch tunes. That's human nature to, I guess, to try to find what is going on and try to solve it or try to overcome the obstacles. And that's where you need to be. Let me check out the comments. Sorry, I didn't check out the comments earlier. Yeah, I kind of get, you know, fixated. So, yeah, I mean, what can you do? I mean, you know, we're flawed. We're flawed. We're a flawed species. Mystic, PvP is filled with a bunch of scrubs. Yeah, 90% of the players use cheese builds. I'm guilty of that as well. Use curse heaters with your block build. Thank me later. Curse heater? Yeah, I could see that. But what set would I replace? That's the question. How to apply it. Harbinger. I like the Harbinger. I could see maybe trying to replace it with that. I could maybe see that. You know, Slodes is doing really good, and I feel like with even some of the changes that they're going to implement with it being, you know, projectile, and that'll have a dodge effect, I don't feel with this type of build, it's going to be, like, lacking the what I've accomplished, because the whole idea is, like, how many times are they going to be able to dodge roll? How many times are they going to be able to, what classes can? If they're so close, they might even not even get to see, like a melee class, if they're on top of you, they're not going to even see that projectile. A range class would. A range build's going to. But the closer they are, the shorter the distance. So I could maybe see like adjusting that, you know, a few things. So I could maybe see that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get that double AP thing from here? I did not. 1 second. I'm going to actually DQ that because I haven't been on here. I'm going to enter Cyrodiil, and then we'll get that bonus really quick. Now, consequently, you can switch campaigns as guests, and it's not going to cost you anything. So it's kind of one of those nice, cool things since they opened up the servers. Home, it's a whole different battle, you know, issue. Just going to go and get that quest so I can get that double XP. Keep Slodes, replace Harbinger. Yeah, maybe. I like the Harbinger, though, because every time it's a direct damage, it's dealing 1,200 damage to them. Well, in Battlegrounds, it's like that's 1,200 damage for each hit that they do against me. And the fact that it goes through the shields like Oblivion, it can be mitigated through resistance, but you can't shield it. You can't. It's mitigation's only set by resistance, is why I like Harbinger, because its resistance is what will subtract the differences. So I need to go to the northern gate. I'm at the southern gate. So that's kind of where I'm kind of like tossed. I don't know, man. I mean, I like the idea, what you got. I'll try it. I'll probably try it for sure, and kind of weigh out the options. But the Slodes, yeah, I agree with you. Slodes is probably a keeper. So it'd be interesting to see which one could do it for sure. But I like the idea what you went with it. That's a really good idea. I can see where you're going with it. That's actually brilliant. And it's an easier, that would be an easier set to obtain than Harbinger, because Harbinger is a 12-hour set. So...
well...
Alright. You know, I know a lot of people are like, all like whatever, upset about, I guess my attitude. And I'm not going to like I said, I'm not justifying it. The game has way more pros. PvE, it's beautiful. Open world, beautiful. Dungeons, beautiful. Trials, awesome. The game literally has way more pros than cons. I can say that. There are some issues. Things can be improved upon. Things do take time, you know. But PvP, you know, which I've been doing lately. I've been getting a little, like I spent 2 years PvEing. I've been getting a little whatever, so I've been PvPing more, and it kind of like, oh shit, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Jackson, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing good today. Mark, what's up? You look good, brother. What happened to Elusive Stream? That becomes the question. What did happen to Elusive Stream? I think he's a good player. I think, you know, once again, I'm not ragging on Elusive skills. I'm not ragging on him as what he's done for the game. He's actually done quite a bit for the game. It's just the like I always tell people, I'm like, okay, it's a good clip. It's a good clip that's been edited, that's been chased down, and has been, you know, made to look like this and that. And I'm like, but honestly, that's majority of it's fake. And people are like, how can you say that? And I'm like, because when do you see streamers doing this? When do you see them streaming and pulling this shit off? When? Well, by themselves and acting like they're solo and whatever. And what ends up happening is, you know, it's a facade. It's, you know, majority of the time. I'm not saying things don't happen. Please don't get me wrong. But, you know, even from Elusive's own words, most of the time you spend time searching for those ideal scenarios. That's what you do. And because not majority of the time, that's not happening. And he streamed, and it didn't look good, and he deleted it, you know? And I don't know, man. Like I said, I mean, take it for what it's worth. You know, take it with a grain of salt. Does that, you know, diminish his skills as a player? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It does not impact him as a player. He's a good player. He always will be a good player. It literally, but there's a difference between a streamer and a clipper. A streamer is showing you everything for what it is, what's going on. They're walking you through it. They're saying, this is the problem. This is what I could have done. This is where I fucked up. Like most of the time when I stream PvP, I don't use emote pots half the time. It's expensive, right? To keep crafting all that. So a lot of the times I think more of a casual line. It's like, you know, I don't feel like I'm being competitive to a point where I feel like, man, I better have my emote pots. I mean, I suggest to everybody, if you're going to be on that level, please use emote pots. But I don't feel like I'm using junk pots majority of the time. And, you know, and some of my subs will throw me, you know, some stuff. And I do appreciate that, by the way. You know, some like pots or something, you know, kind of illustrate more and more of what's going on. Which I do. I think I thought I did still have some, but it looks like I'm out. But, you know, I mean, you take it for what it is. Super, you're bad. You can't X everybody. No, you can't. What do you think about Cypher? Cypher's always was a really good player. He's a legend. You know, I mean, look at him in Fortnite. You know, he's doing really well. He's on a pro team. I think one of the best calls for Cypher on his level was looking at another games. And, you know, when he came into Fortnite, I feel like that was a really good call for Cypher. I always feel like Cypher is going to be a good player no matter what game he goes to. because he dissects things. I don't feel like in the beginning, I felt like maybe some of the content creators had caused the initial problems with not focusing on what the game was designed to do. But at the same time, as an individual player, you're never going to take anything away from him. This is where you wish you had an AoE. Shit, wrong bar. Nightblade. Good play. Got 2 kills out of it. Nothing I could have really done as far as like Crazy King can be crazy. What can you do? No, 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 no. Yes. Secure it. It's going to be about hold. We don't move until the next one comes up. Somebody will try to come around. We wait for the position. We hold. We'll let green take the first one. That's fine. It's all going to be about tactics. Separate them. Snipe spam, you motherfucker. Not today. Not today. Hold it. Don't move until if another one drops. Oh, that's bad. This is bad. I'm going to avoid that rest of that conflict. We're going to keep moving. Hopefully purple, the other team comes around. Going to run out of gas. Don't give them a line of sight. Hold it. We're not going to move until another one comes up. We're going to have the inside position on this one. We're going to have to maybe draw out. Nothing I'm going to be able to do. I'm outnumbered. Okay, perfect opportunity. We'll let them have it. Let the conflict assume. Want to maintain this. We're going to hold our position once again. Avoid the conflicts as much as possible. Like, see him going? That's not a smart move. Don't do that. You want to avoid those conflicts. That's going to flip. So the whole idea is to stay on the flag point to control it. Keep taking the ticks as much as possible. He's got Eye of the Storm out. He's going to CC me. I'm going to try to let that pop off. Come back in. CC him now. Go in. Got him. Finish him. Snipe spammer. Get him. Got him. Moving to the next point. Take this point first.
We seize the point.
Okay. We got another one up. We're going to try to cap it up. Avoid that conflict. Snipe spam. That's why I get pissed, man. My whole life was at full snipe spam. I'm dead. And this is why. Okay? This is what gets you frustrated. It will frustrate the fuck out of you. Okay? I'm playing everything to what I can play it at what level. But how much can I really do against the bugs? Okay? It'll get to you, man. It just will. You'll play everything to the position that you're capable of playing and not knowing there's not a fucking thing you can do. And it's like, how much you got, how much time and knowledge can you put in, man, you know? That's what gets you, kind of gets you disappointed. And I tell people that. I'm like, look, I've been battlegrounding for the longest time. Like, probably since battlegrounds have been conceptualized, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to whatever. I've just been doing it for that long. And I hold multiple titles and multiple games of battlegrounding. Oh shit, good call. Whoa! I don't have a clear shot. Nope, not today. Already got a juice. It's not good. Got back up.
We seize the point.
It's where things get a little crazy. Going to take the high ground, drop in on the back. Fucking bar swap. Too much. Bounce out. Where is it? Where is it? I'm dead. I was nice knowing all of you. Whew. Hold up. Come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Perfect opportunity. It's fortuitous. Okay, I'm gonna stay out of the loss. Got a sniper spammer right there. Gonna regroup. Let him feel like he's got it. Now. Bye.
Seize the point.
What the?
The captain's going to move.
Not enough. Come on, hold it. Flip it, flip it.
There goes the capture point. We seize the point.
Hold, hold, hold. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Fuck you, little snipe spammer. That's what I think! Yes! I'm out of juice. No. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, that's right. Damn fucking right. Love it. What's up, Helly? Finally got Star Made Night achievement today. Congratulations, Austin. Why did it come in slow motion? Cypher's doing great. Now I'm happy for him. Yeah, he's doing awesome. He's definitely awesome. He's doing good. Congratulations. He deserves it. Mark, what's up? What's up, Helly? Hope you're doing well today. Okay, I'm going to switch tunes again. I'm just trying to get a couple of bonuses and some stuff out of the way. No, I feel like I said, there's more pros than cons. I try to play every class. I try to be a student of the game as much as possible. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the greatest. I don't feel like I'm on certain players' level. I do what I can. I'm old, and take it for what it's worth. You know, I mean, take it for what it's worth. I mean, and people can dissect it as much as they want, and am I perfect, and am I going to be whatever? You know, funny thing about it is, it's like, what do you? I mean, do people not want me to address the issues? I mean, if I can't just put something over my eyes and and walk blindly into something and say, hey, everything's perfect. I mean, there are issues, man. And I feel like, what, for me personally, what am I willing to, accept and what I'm not willing to accept? And we all have to go through that. And I feel as you need to go through that as a player as well. And like I said, if you're looking at this game from a PvE standpoint, lore standpoint, open world, and crafting, and all this game, bar none, is going to be one of the top games that are up there. There are reasons why Elder Scrolls is doing well, and it will continue to do well. So I feel like these things are being, catered to. And it goes to show there are some things that are being polished on, and it becomes a lot better in its diversity and dynamics. But then you take a look at the diversity towards some of the things that it lacks, and there's lack of, becomes the question. And what's contributing to that? Well, we have to investigate that, right? We have to look into it. And when you look into it, that's where it becomes a little like, what can I do? You know, what can you do? I mean, at certain points, it becomes to the point where you can't do anything. And if you can't do anything about it, well, then, it becomes more frustrating, doesn't it? I mean, that's where you become a little bit more like, shit, honestly, I mean, what was I supposed to do? How was I supposed to play this? How was I supposed to overcome that? And that's where we come in at. That's where we're dissecting things more and more, and we're trying to, feel like, okay, yes, no, this could be better, this could be done, this could be this could be that. And I'm looking at it from an overall standpoint to say, hey, man, what do people want? So, want to know what got me into ESO? Hopping for insane Cyrodiil wars. What was that, Phil? You do, huh? I do what? Angry Joe's epic battle in ESO. That video got me hype as fuck. Yeah, right. That's kind of where I was. Like when I saw the original what the videos were, and the Cyrodiil battles and the siege engine. That's what got me pumped. I did avoid Elder Scrolls for the first 2 years. Me and Ian, my friend, did. My friend was really hardcore to MMOs too, and we both had this agreement we would not be trying Elder Scrolls out until they polished it up, because we were aware of all the bugs and the issues. And then by the time he got into it and I got into it, we were on different platforms at the time, and he was like, there are so many bugs. And there were times literally I'd be watching him. Now, this was when I was playing Mag and he was playing Stam, and he'd crit rush and he'd fall through the world. I was like, dude, did that? He's like, well, watch. And he'd fall through the world. And I was like, what? I was like, ooh. So we thought we came in at a good time, and they have resolved some of these issues, but it's been a struggle. It's been a little bit of a struggle. Patience is definitely, I think, a virtue for most MMOers, but this isn't the only game shit happens. You're like, wow. You're like, wow, that's insane. That's a little nuts. But and he's more PvP focused. He's not into PvE. And when you keep seeing the same shit, he gave up a long time ago. Because that's all he wanted to do was PvP. Oh my God, I remember that bug. Yeah. He fell through the world. He would fall literally right through the friggin' world when he crit rushed. And he'd be almost finishing him, setting up his combo and everything. And as soon as he goes in for the killing blow, he'd fall through the world. And I was like, he showed it to me. And I was like, wow. And that was even 2 years after the game was released. It was just 2 years ago when I first started. And then he tried to come back, and he's like, they still haven't fixed some of the counterplay issues. They've got fixed some of these bugs, but and when you take that in from a PvPer's perspective, when a PvPer tells you there are issues, and a diehard PvPer who's played multiple games, and you're talking about it, those are things you should be focused on. You should be focused on that. That's something you need to be, literally looking at and saying, hey, we've got to address a few things. And I'm not hating on the devs per se for it, because the devs are doing what they can with the staff that they have. But it comes back to that they're understaffed in certain departments, and PvP is one of these departments that it's a secondary effect to the PvE. You push out PvE content that can be implemented in PvP. And when that happens, sometimes you don't see the results until it's already alive. And then guess what? You're trying to bandage it. You're trying to fix that little problem that resulted. So and I always tell people, if you're going to have a game with PvP, the only thing you have to ask yourself is, how is this counterable? It comes back to that question. It just comes back to that. And PvE, like I said, PvE is beautiful. The game's brilliant. It's brilliantly done. It's an immersed world. And I'm trying to refocus back on the positives. And if you want to experience a game that has a lot of diversity, this game has it. It has it. It does. It really does. So, player housing, you can steal, you can, do thief stuff, all sorts of cool PvE stuff. The storylines, really well done, really well. Voice acting, it's probably some of the best in the industry. I really like the game. In a lot of ways, this will always be my favorite MMO. It will always be. I can try many MMOs and try to test as many MMOs as possible and go and revisit MMOs. But in a lot of ways, Elder Scrolls will always be my favorite, because they really did try to address everything for every player type. And you can't go wrong with that, right? But you can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, and you're not going to. But the game does have some hiccups. It has some hiccups, and in PvP is where I tell people, if you're going to be a PvEer, just don't PvP. easy resolution. Don't PvP. I don't ever go down there from the get. If I fall, I'm going to cry. Oh my god, sometimes I go too fast. Shit. That's what it's about. Trying to make it happen. 120. That's a good start score. That's blue. The blue. Blue's good. Yeah, I agree. Try to avoid the green as much as possible. Where's it at? Can't get it. Fuck it. You have to move back towards the middle. Purple did a good job. Good plays. Nice. Good run up. Okay, green got it. That's cool. Uh-oh. Nice. Coming back on me. Could be it. Nice. Work good. That was a good teamwork. That was good teamwork. Purple's gonna come out with it. These two got too caught up. They should be coming around the long way. I doubt they cut through the gut. Yep. It's a good call. Okay. Damn it. Nothing I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to have to lose this. Stuck. Oh shit, I went to the wrong side. That was my fault. I was so busy running from the back, I went to the wrong side. My dumb ass. Nice. Okay, my team got it. Go, 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 go. Still in the run tactic. Might cost him. They're staying together, but I think it's just too little too late. That's game. Game. That's game. Walking out with the #1 score again. I like it. It's good. It's good. It's good. That's good. I don't know. My score's good. My score's good. No, Super. I'm not leaving. I'm taking a break. And that's all it is. It's just to take a break. And I'm playing. I'm still playing Elder Scrolls. I'm just not paying for the new DLC coming up. I'm taking a break. I'm just walking away. I'm trying other games, revisiting, and taking a little time to whatever until certain things are, I guess, back in line or some issues being resolved, I guess you'd say, is what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking towards. That's about it. That's how I would put it. Like I honestly think that, like I said, there are more pros and cons than Elder Scrolls. There always will be. It's my favorite game. It always will be. And honestly, like I feel like the game will do good, and it will continue to do well for years. Like it's not dying. It's like I honestly can't say that. Like PVE is good. PVE is in a good place in Elder Scrolls. Diversity is apparent. It's good. It's healthy in PVE. PvP we have some issues, and I feel like it's gotten me to the point where I can't focus like a lot of on what is important because there are serious issues. There are some serious things that's got me, kind of like where am I at as a player? I guess you should say, what am I trying to convey and what am I trying to accomplish, in the game? That just becomes the question. It's got me a little fickled, and I feel like I will still do certain things for Elder Scrolls, and when things get panned out, I will be coming back full time. But this just gives me an opportunity to try to cover other games and some other potentials, and pros and cons to those games, and kind of expand upon that. I am not leaving Elder Scrolls and saying I won't do Elder Scrolls. I'm just not covering the immediate content in the same fashion that I did, and I probably will still do some build updates for my subscribers and things like that. Hello, Mystic. Yo, Keisha, what's up? Hope everything's good. Look good. Look good. So I'm on a pretty good winning streak. Like I said, I got to go to Cyrodiil and get a lot of these. I haven't like I said, haven't been too focused in on trying to get everything that I need to. Like with my AP scrolls and things like that. So I mean, I feel good as a player. Like, I feel good as a player. Like, I feel like I've done certain things, and there are certain things I've been able to point out, and I feel good. Like, you know, I've explored many options in this game, and I've you know, kind of, I'll always have my perspective and my approach to most things. There's just certain things I can't overcome, and you know, what can you do at that point? What are your options? And then I feel that's where you have to explore. You have to kind of explore that. Did I already do this?
Though Pelennor.
Did I do it? Why?
Though Pelennor is seen as a controversial.
If you can't do it, just grab the thing. I need to sell something. Hold on. Whoop. I have a lot of Ravager stuff. Gotta get rid of something. I'll get rid of that. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. You're a tank. On what? I'm switching tunes, Shady. Are you talking to somebody in the chat or what? Shady, I wish you wouldn't have deleted that stream yesterday. I felt like there was a lot of points that you got hosed. I do commend you for whatever, but literally after you talking stuff and posting stuff about me calling you a greenie and stuff, if you didn't think I wasn't going to flog you for that, you were high as a kite. You were high as a kite if you didn't think, after you talked so much stuff about me on your channel or posting shit about me on your channel, if you didn't think I wasn't going to rebuttal that, you were high as a kite.
All of the
You could be an awesome streamer, I'll let you know that. You can make some major like influences and, you know, do good things as a streamer for this game if you decided to implement it in such a way, a positive way. I feel like you got a lot of talent behind you, and you showing yesterday that what Citadel really is and what Battlegrounds really is, I hope it humbled you. I hope you got humbled yesterday. If somebody guards, I'll be able to run these. If nobody does, I'll be on guard patrol. I really don't like that.
those fools say they have a chance.
We'll find out. I guarantee you one of those sorks go fucking running after a scroll. Fucking A. We got one person guarding. Never fails, man. Nice play. That was good. That was good coordination. Who is on the team? Fire Drakes. Don't really think I know any of them. I don't want to think. But look what happened. Their shit got taken. While they're doing that, and they want to be a little whatever. Shit, wrong bar. Watch my 6. They got a healer. It's never a good thing. And there they go, dropping the shit. It's gonna be stupidity that beats them. Shit, shit, shit. Good play. Purple's gonna win this. Red got stupid. Purple is the threat. Red got stupid, overzealous, packed everything. Purple was like, shit, fuck yeah, dudes. We'll take that shit to the bank. Purple did a good job. You do not overrush your fucking positions, man. Now we're over here all fighting for shit. God dang it. Gotta pressure purple. Purple is setting the fucking bar. Get it out of there. Shit. Smart play. Fucking red, though. You're being stupid. You have to take care of the immediate problem. Good score. I mean, red has the right idea going after purple. That's not the issue.
Dishonor, we have the relic.
Come on! My teammates didn't even fucking try to help me! Man, I had it, and I had 2 blades on me, man. Come on, stop fighting! And now red's gonna fucking score! Double fucking purples, man! Red, good job, man. Kill those motherfuckers. Hurry, hurry. Is somebody on the base? You leave one. If you res, just go to the base and chow. Oh my god. God, go. Trees is a good player.
They've captured the relic!
Purple's gonna score that. I can't do fucking everything, man. Come on.
We've taken the relic!
I don't even see what got me. Total dark. I killed myself. Come on, come on, come on, come on! It's going to be an all or nothing situation here. One blade can fuck this whole game up. At least red's putting the pressure on. You're going to get Jelby? Meditate it.
They picked it up! Give it the relic, now!
Shit! course, I'm going to get bladed, jumped, and everything. Hopefully my team got it. They did! Take it, take it, take it! Shielded, take it! It's a good game. If we score this, it'll be awesome. GG, Stormlords. Couple of whatevers. Bet you this is Sork. No, it's that Templar. Blade. Couldn't make that one happen. And then I think I'm stuck doing another one because it couldn't cap up. DBZ, I just got ESO Somerset Unlimited. Somerset's awesome. Because I didn't know you're supposed to keep them uploaded. Yeah, Shady, you definitely deleted it. Everybody knows. What's your opinion on Max Orc with Sword and Shield for main and Resto Staff for back bar? I wanted to use the Resto Staff for Essence Drain and self-healing. PvE, that's a good setup. Especially if you're going to use like a heal build, Chrissy. So for PvE, it's a really good setup, and then you can also switch out to the Destro and run Ellie Drain. The Sword and Board has its advantages for range defense. That's why I always liked it. But if you want, you can go Resto Destro, you can go Resto Sword and Board for a healer all day. At PvP, you wouldn't want to go Sword and Board. You can max out Magicka, but you lose out on a CC. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah. Shady, you're supposed to keep streams, usually. The only people who delete streams are usually ones who don't want people seeing them. But don't worry, I watched the majority of your stream. No problem, Chrissy. No problem. Yeah. A Sword and Board has a really good advantages. Dual wield too. So you can go dual wield, you can go Sword and Board. You can also go with Resto Destro. You could go Resto for healers. So a lot of options. Lots and lots. So I'm stuck doing another one until I can get my bonus. In this tune. Purple did really well in that game. Like, they were pressured a little bit, and I feel like Red could have had it. We didn't play defensive enough. I felt like I was chasing too much. Usually the problem with runners, you want to go double side with the runners and not one side to each. If there's a conflict, you engage during midway of the conflict. You avoid it, then you jump in. A lot of people want to be, jump in too early into the conflict, and that can cause a problem. Templar did really good. Especially with Total Dark. I wasn't even aware I had it on me. If I wasn't paying attention, I killed myself. That can happen. When you have Total Dark on, you don't want to attack anything. It's an easy counter to it, but most of the time, if I'm not paying attention, yeah, and you're hitting people, you're healing them, and you're killing yourself. That was a pretty good idea right there. That was actually a really good idea. It's mainly for the self-healing, but mostly DPS. That's what I was thinking. DPS, you don't want to go Resto. A lot of people will throw you out of a dungeon if they see a Resto staff. I'll be honest, I do it. If I see a Sork with a Resto, I throw them out. If they're queued DPS, I'll just throw them out. Resto's good, but your heavy attacks apply healing effects, not DPS. You lose bonus damage. It's one of the weakest in the damage effects. If you go dual wield, you're better off. Sword and Board can pull it off, but remember you get weapon damage. You're better off with double swords if you want to go with that configuration. But if you get caught with the Resto staff as a DPS in a dungeon, you'll get thrown out. It's an automatic. Most of the time, they'll just kick you. Especially in bet. Yeah. It doesn't offer any bonuses towards your DPS. That's why they'll kick you. They're wanting to maximize DPS. And swords will give you a 5% bonus towards spell damage. Shields will maximize, but you only get weapon damage from the passive bonus. So it's kind of becomes like you can get away with it. You can, but it's not as productive as using dual wield swords. Double destro is way to go, but if you get caught one, even a light attack and a heal comes out of your shit, they'll just boot you. They will. I'll be honest, I'll do it too. If I see a DPS throw any little weave, and if it's a resto weave, I'll just boot them. I'll just get rid of them because I know I'm losing some DPS to that. I don't give a shit about their configurations, their gear or whatever, but I know what bonuses they're losing. So that hinders things. That makes me question like their build perception.
Victory willpower.
You definitely don't want to have a guard on me. It's going to telegraph all my shit. Damn it! Damn it! Every time I'm trying to do something, I get a notification. Look at this little tryhard. Gonna get me. Fucking chasing me down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know. Okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Shit, double swords! Oh, fuck. I got a shot clinch and I got spammed up. Once you're exposed, you're pretty squishy as a blade. That's why I feel like blades don't need a nerf. They just need a couple minor adjustments. I feel like the in-cap double debuff procced up is kind of fucked. Shit, dude put a fucking mark on me. Why? Everybody's after me! Fucking bullshit! I'm getting ran over purposely. What the fuck? God, they're fucking haltering my ass. God, man. Fucking shit. Shit.
blades now.
Get out of there, dude. Templar tank for the win. Templar tanks. Fuck! Don't want to be on a mosh pit as played. Holy spliffity spliff. That fucking that Templar tank on our team is badass though. Damn it, should have hit that fucking ulti. I was saving it, but... That Templar tank is so... Oh, it's a blade. There's a Templar tank of this team that's doing really good. Why are we going separate ways? It's not good. Well, you got it. Congratulations. These dudes fucking get on my nerves. There's a reason you guys are going to lose this game. Pit Demons actually I'm very impressed with, given the fact that they're under one. What the fuck? Something's up there fucking hitting me. Oh. Something's up there fucking... Get out of my... What? This might cost me my life. Where? You mold pots, kids. Oh shit. Yep, there he is. God dang it. Fuck it. Too late. Just finish him off, finish him off, finish him off. Yep, killed him. It's a good game. I'm impressed with green. No, 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 no. Purple could come back. They could fuck everything up. God, fuck, that's the one thing I didn't want him to... Good play. It's my fault. Good play, purple team. Good game. GG. 12 kills. This dude did really good. Timing was impeccable. Did really fucking good. Ralph was making a couple plays. Yeah, really good. Really good. My fault. Made a couple crucial error mistakes there. Crucial. Anyways, guys. Yo, kill him. What's up, Tommy? Hope you're doing good. So you suggest destruction staff for backup instead. What do you... Now you think of it, it does make sense. Right. you know, destruction and dual wield, or you know, is whatever, because you want the bonuses is what you're looking for. You're looking for bonuses to increase the damage is what you're trying to do. Dual wield works. Sword and board can with the max magic glyph on infused, but you're better off with the dual wield if you don't want to do it. But everything's set to the light attacks. So, you know, PvE, that's why everything's been Destro. So it's Inferno, a Lightning usually. Some people switch it up, but if you're running any AoEs, you want to use Lightning. Lightning is just, you know, is really good on Sorks for, you know, AoE damage. Modifier 8%, as long as it's Destruction Staff ability slotted. So, what's up, Mystic Nolan? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. That was a good game. You know, I'll take 2 losses like that. You know, it happens. That last game was really good. You know, it happens. You know, 12 kills. You know, I did okay. A couple of mistakes, just, you know, my part. You know, minor little things. Minor little things. I think I played with majority of these tunes. Might as well try the Magplar. I'm a glutton for some punishment, I guess, today. Your Nightblade looks cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I try to like deck out each of my tunes different depending on what I'm like a little theme, I guess you could say. Try to give them individual looks and things. And get tired of the same old, you know, look. I like the outfitting system. The outfitting system in this game was probably one of the best features that they implemented. So, a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, more pros than cons. There's some issues that need addressed. Should be priority. Hopefully they take that in consideration. And in the near future, what I'd like to see ZOS do, there's only one thing I want to see ZOS do, and that's it. I want to see them, before they come out with things, literally say, and if it's going to, you know, be in PvE, what is the counter to it? That's it. It's nothing crazy. It's just simple. What is the counter to this? That's what I played since day one and still mess with my armor a lot. Yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely. That's the only question. Like anytime I've tested and I've done closed testing. I'm not talking about beta. Beta, they just looking for little things to clean it up. But anytime I've done closed testing for a company and I've talked to developers, I've said is this going to have PvP? And they're like, is that important? I'm like, well, yes, because PvE, it really isn't going to affect it much, right? And PvP, if PvE, do what you want to do and try to clean it up and whatever. But if you're going to have PvP and these abilities or these sets or this effect's going to, you know, have PvE applications, it will trickle into PvP. So the first question, the only question on your mind is one thing and only one thing only. What is the counter to this? That's it. That's all. That's the only question. If you can, you know, keep to that question, then that is going to take you far, because that will alleviate a lot of headaches down the road. And I'm like, it's just simple. It's one of the most simplest questions that you can ask yourself. What is the counter? When you develop anything, don't put out anything until you know what the counter is, because it's just going to save you a headache in development. Shit, I don't fucking have any Witch Mother's Potent Brew on this tune. That sucks. Okay, so I'm not going to be playing the Magplar after all, because I forgot to make his Witch Mother's Potent Brew. That sucks. I'll play a Warden Healer really quick. I guess we'll wrap it up with a Warden Healer. I started with the tank. Might as well end it with the healer. If companies, and I always tell them, if you do that, you are going to save yourself a tremendous amount of headaches down the road. It's just simple. It's just that simple. It's just saying, hey, you know, what are we going to use with the counter with this? Okay, we got this. What CCs are we applying to this? You know, I feel like I always told them too, you know, anytime you do whatever tree, make sure you have a CC. 1 CC. You know, try to even them out as much as possible and try to have a counter to the CC. That's about it. It's simple. People want dynamics. They want to be able to use a CC in the pinch that they need it, but players don't want to die to CC effects. That's one last thing they want to... Crowd control is exactly it. Crowd control, not crowd win. And little things. You know... Like you guys saw that, like that big pile. I used the fear not to necessarily beat the people in a submission, but to break them up, right? Or to keep them off me. Using the CTC towards my advantage, not necessarily to push I win. Now, have I feared them and then attacked them? Yeah, then they couldn't break, and unfortunately it cost them. And I feel cheap doing that. When I can weave up on somebody when the CC's applied. That to me is broke. If I hit them... after they're feared, it should break the fear. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what's supposed to happen with the CC mechanic. It's not supposed to be I win. It's supposed to be just like, hey man, I need a CC right now. I need that. That's tactic. That's not like, you know, simple exploiting the game's mechanics. So, not even worried about getting the thing. I'll just queue it up and then... Get a couple more pots. Shit. I got 10 pots to my name. Oh, deathmatch. Okay. I got bursted down without even seeing it. Mage's Wrath. And he gets the credit. That's what I said, dude. Like, literally, my problem with Sorka is this. You don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is spam up one ability. And Green just handed them the win. Coming down. You don't do that. When your base is overran, you don't run down. That was just dumb. Fall back. Good job, Purple. Came into some stuff, whatever. Just healing. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Check out the comments, and I'll end this. So much fun mixing motifs. Yep, always. Know anyone that can craft me training set transferring to NA? I don't. Depends on the platform. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty easy to find crafters that'll do it. The struggles of a healer when focused. You drop. Yeah, definitely. You know, I'll end it with this, guys. Honestly, it's like this. No matter what I get into, Elder Scrolls will probably be one of my most favorite games that I can reflect on, even if I find another game, because of the PvE. PvP, I feel like they have a good foundation. Unfortunately, Cyrodiil isn't focused for its beauty of what it needs to be. A siege, you know, group play and incorporation of that, because unfortunately, too many content creators got caught up in trying to 1vx, and now those days are slowly coming to a halt, and players don't know really how to play Cyrodiil. Now, the players who have played Cyrodiil and played campaign, they're adjusting to certain things, but unfortunately, Battlegrounds is more the small game orientation, which it should be. The only thing I can honestly say, the foundations are here. They've done well in establishing foundations. Minor little things need to be addressed and need to be prioritized and for PvP. And I would tell anybody, if you don't want to end up like me and become jaded, avoid PvP. But sooner or later, if you're getting into PvP, you're going to notice the one consistent repetitive habit. Them not addressing it from the initial implementation, implementing it. They're not addressing it. They're not, they're waiting until the aftermath has occurred. And that will leave PvPers sore. So you have to address these things. PvPers are not as patient as PvEers. PvEers, it's like, it's a bug. Okay, we're on it. We'll fix it. PvPers are not that nice. They're not. They're not as gracious, and they're not as forgiving. So you need to make sure it's done right the first time for a PvPer. Because if PvPers have to deal with it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, sooner or later, they're going to be looking elsewhere to feed that urge. And that's why shooters are becoming so much more popular in PvP, because guess what? There's no unfair advantage to majority of shooter games. Shooter games, if you have a rifle, the other person can get a rifle. If you have a pistol, other person can have a pistol. Most shooter games try to stay on par with the one aspect. There's no advantage over another player. And by doing so, it keeps the playing field fair. So if you lose, it's just lost due to other circumstances, like you took a corner when you shouldn't have. You was in a bad somebody compromised your position. That's why shooters are popular with PvPers. And MMOs can be good for PvP, but you have to watch how it's done. You have to be very careful. It can be one of the most fun, dynamic aspects to an MMO, but once again, you have to think in development, what's the counter? Now, from a PvE, this game will be always a beautiful game. It's very dynamic in its world. It has amazing lore. It has a very rich history to it, and it will continue to do well in PvE despite some of the negative aspects to the game. There's always going to be positives and negatives to every game. Elder Scrolls is not without that, but the pros will always outweigh the cons in Elder Scrolls Online. Okay, so there it is. I'm leaving on a positive note. I'm Mysticraven. This is Mystic MMOs. I want to thank you guys for watching, and once again and always, have a nice day.